Here's a number that should break your brain a little. Over a third of people earning more than $200,000 a year say they're living paycheck to paycheck. Meanwhile, plenty of people earning a fraction of that are quietly building real wealth. So today, two people, same salary, same $75,000 a year, and 10 years later, one is financially free and the other is completely stuck. I'm going to show you the exact habits, decisions, and mindset that split them apart. Because the honest answer has almost nothing to do with how much either of them earns. Let's start with the 3 mistakes that quietly keep high earners broke. And none of them have anything to do with income. What you earn is genuinely only half the equation. And it's the half our culture obsesses over because income is fun to brag about. Boring financial habits aren't, but they're what actually determines the outcome. Decades of research into self-made millionaires found the same pattern again and again. The biggest accumulators of wealth tend to keep their lifestyle modest even as their income climbs. While a lot of people who look wealthy, driving the nice car, living in the bigger house, are often deeply in debt, trying to keep up with the neighborhood they moved into. Mistake number 1 is lifestyle inflation, the instant reflex to spend more the moment you earn more. There's a well-known line from that research. Great offense and poor defense translate into under-accumulation of wealth. A strong income is offense. Keeping your spending in check is defense. Without defense, a bigger paycheck doesn't actually build wealth. It just funds a bigger lifestyle. Mistake number 2 is carrying debt. Picture 2 friends, Marcus and Devin, both earning that same $75,000. Marcus is carrying $5,000 in credit card debt at 20% interest. So he's putting about $500 a month just toward paying it down. Devin has no debt, so that same $500 a month goes straight into an index fund earning roughly 8% a year. In just that 1 year, Devin's $6,000 is already compounding. And stretched out 30 years, that single year's head start alone is worth more than $60,000. The debt itself isn't just a monthly payment. It's the future money that payment could have become. Mistake number 3 is never tracking where the money actually goes. Small, forgettable purchases, the extra takeout order, a subscription you forgot about, can quietly add up to well over $100 a month, and most people have no idea it's happening. There's real brain science behind why. Researchers at MIT used fMRI scans and found that paying with a card activates the brain's reward center almost regardless of the price, while paying with cash barely registers any reward signal at all. Swiping doesn't feel like losing money, so we don't process it the same way. That gap between what we think we spend and what we actually spend is exactly what quietly keeps people stuck at paycheck to paycheck, no matter what they earn. Now, the 3 habits that actually build wealth, starting with investing early. Devin invests $2,400 a year from age 20 to 30, then stops completely. Marcus waits until 30, then invests that same $2,400 a year all the way to 65. Marcus contributes $84,000 in total. Devin contributes only $24,000. And yet Devin ends up with the bigger balance at 65 because those first 10 years had decades longer to compound. That $24,000 alone can grow past $630,000 by 65. That's what a head start is actually worth. Habit 2, pay yourself first. The most common trap is a checking account that resets to the exact same balance every payday. Money comes in, money goes out, nothing is ever left over. The fix is almost embarrassingly simple. The moment a paycheck lands, a set amount gets pulled out for saving and investing before anything else touches it. Even a small, boring automatic slice done every single paycheck compounds into a completely different financial life over time. Habit 3, buy assets, not liabilities. Wealthy people direct money toward things that pay them back: stocks, real estate, a business, assets that generate cash flow over time. Liabilities do the opposite. A car loan means paying interest on something that's losing value every single day you own it. 2 people with identical incomes can end up worlds apart in net worth just based on which side of that line their money keeps landing on. Underneath all of this is something rarely talked about. The psychology of money. Two people with the same income can carry completely different relationships with it. Someone with a scarcity mindset feels a constant low hum of anxiety about money, even when there's genuinely enough. So their instinct is to avoid any risk, including investing, and just hold on to cash. That mindset is incredibly common in families who live through real financial hardship or instability, and it gets passed down quietly without anyone ever naming it out loud. On the flip side, the same underlying stress can push someone the opposite direction, spending on short-term comfort out of a fear that there won't be enough later anyway. Both are flaws in how money feels, not how much of it exists. Someone with an abundance mindset, on the other hand, genuinely believes there's enough to go around now, and more can be made later. That belief is exactly what makes it easier to invest, take a calculated risk, or spend money learning a new skill, because they see money as a tool for growth, not something to be defended at all costs. That single belief, running quietly in the background, might be the biggest difference between two people who technically earn the exact same paycheck. So if you want to end up on the wealth building side of the story, 4 practical steps. 1, make a plan. You can't build the financial version of a bridge without a blueprint. 2, eliminate consumer debt first, so your money stops paying interest and starts working for you. 3, invest on purpose automatically, so it's never left to chance. And 4, the step underneath all the others. Live on less than you make. Every one of these habits comes back to that same single idea. So, same salary, same starting line. And the entire outcome came down to habits, debt tracking, and mindset, not the number on the paycheck. That's actually good news. None of this requires a raise. It requires decisions you can start making with the income you already have. Which one of these 3 mistakes hit closest to home for you? Tell me in the comments. And if this helped, there's a lot more where it came from.